Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. I'm going to give everybody a couple minutes to hop on, and then I'm going to talk to you about heartworm awareness because April is Heartworm Awareness Month. It is also Greyhound Adoption Month, Pet First Aid Awareness Month, Lyme Disease Prevention Month, and Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, which actually has its own week later this month. I'm going to talk about each of them in a different video just because there's so much information I didn't want to overload with one really long, 35-minute video. So, heartworm can affect dogs, cats, horses, ferrets, and a few other mammals. In very rare cases, it has been known to affect humans, but the larvae can't complete their life cycle, and usually it doesn't result in much. On rare occasions, it will migrate to the lung and create a red lesion, which looks like a tumor. But there haven't been very many cases of humans being affected with heartworm. So, how can animals get heartworm? It's transmitted by mosquitoes, and they carry the infectious larvae. So when they bite, they pass the larvae to the animal that they bite, and if untreated, the larvae will grow into worm-like parasites in the hearts and lungs. It takes about 7 months for the larvae to become a full adult, but then it can cause very serious injury because it's blocking the blood flow to the brain and the heart and other major organs. So for animals that spend a lot of time outside, it's important to check your pet for itching when they come inside from the forest or their walk, because usually the bite will swell a little bit and it'll turn into a red welt. And you can check your pet over just by doing a quick hands over their body when they come inside. For horses, they're outside most of the time, but it's still important to check them. A lot of cats aren't outside at all, but it's still important to check them over if they do go outside, and sometimes mosquitoes can get inside. So it's still important to check. Symptoms. They usually take a few months to show up because of that maturation period of the larvae, but symptoms include abnormal lung sounds, periodic vomiting, being lethargic, coughing, weight loss, intolerance to exercise, and fluid accumulation in the abdomen. So if they start to look really bloated, and if you gently push on it and it's very soft and malleable, that means it's likely fluid and not a mass. Heartworm is a fatal disease, and that's why the little emoticon I picked for today's video is an ambulance, because they aren't getting oxygen to their blood when the heartworm expands because it's blocking the veins and arteries from pumping blood. It's typically treated with a chewable tablet from the vet or a liquid every month. Now, a lot of the liquid dewormers that some vets can give you can be toxic, and there are natural substitutes. And I have an article for you, which I will post below. There's about 5 or so natural solutions of things you can either put together from things in your kitchen or remedies from plants. But it's really, really important that we look after our pets, and especially because there are a lot of zoonotic diseases. Although heartworm isn't a big zoonotic disease, some of the other ones we are going to talk about at some point are, and if you know what the symptoms are, what to look for, and how to help them, then your pet will live a much longer, happier life. But that is all I have to say for Heartworm Awareness Month. My webinar, yes, this is what I wanted to say. My webinar is on Friday from 6 to 7. It is called Understanding Your Pet's Symptoms from a Traditional Chinese Medicine Perspective. If you want to be a part of that, it's going to be on Zoom. Send me a message, because I'm going to send out the link to join the call at about 5 o'clock on Friday. And if you don't contact me, you don't get the link, unfortunately. So that's happening. I will be back on Saturday for another live video because April has lots of pet holidays, as does May. So you're going to be seeing a lot of me in the next month and a half. I actually have to go. I have a angel reading with Janet from Blue Dragonfly Wellness Center in London that I have to go get ready for. And then a marketing session. But keep checking over your pets. You can also find ticks this way for a lot of tick-borne diseases like Lyme disease, which I'm going to talk about, I think, in a week. Yes, next Wednesday. We're going to talk because Wednesday is my Did You Know month, or Did You Know day for my weekly post. So I usually promote information or educational posts or videos on Wednesdays. But that is all I have to say today. I will see you on Friday for my webinar, and if I don't see you on my webinar, the replay will be available on my website, but you won't be able to ask questions because you're not live with me on Friday. Again, Friday from 6 to 7. Get excited. I'm nervous, but I'm also excited. So we'll see how it goes. I will see you on Friday.